Hello YouTube, I am doing a cage setup for my little hamsters, Tootie and Fruity. They are Robos, and I got this cage Friday and they seem to really like it. It's the crittertrail X, as you can see. And the thing I really like about this cage is this wheel. It's just something about it. It turns in circles. Amazing. But not really. They like it, I like it, sorry. So, inside the cage. The cage also does come with this little slide looking thing. They do not really slide down it. They just climb up to it to get into the wheel. And inside we have a pink hut, because they're girls, obviously. I would not get a pink hut because for the fun of it. I have an extra tube, and in the food bowl I have a piece of lettuce, which most people I do not know would do that. It is, from what I heard, pretty good for them, and I do not leave it in there for months, weeks, and years, because it'll eventually get moldy and can really especially harm the hamsters. And down here I have a wooden chew stick. There's like 3 or 4 more. I don't know where they are. They're somewhere buried. They like to bury them. I don't know why, and I find them when I'm cleaning the cage all the time. And these sponge things, they look like sponges. I could probably get one out. This is what they look like. They're like, I don't even know what to call them. They're kind of weird. And the wooden sticks and the sponge things came with this ball, but you have to buy 2 if you wanted that many, because I have this ball and that ball right there. And moving on up to the petting zoo. The thing I like about this is the old ones had this little clip thing that could sometimes break really easily. The newer ones have these clips that 2 of them and then it opens up. I like that a lot, because the old ones seem to suck horribly. And you can also take it out if you wanted to. So if you're cleaning your cage, like I showed right here, you can put them in there, and then you put this cap on, which it's really hard to do with one hand. And then, see, they'd have to be really strong hamsters to get out of that. So then, when you go into the tube, I put a tube in there just for them to mess around in, because they only go in there and they take their food up there and hide it in there. I don't know why. They're just crazy little hamsters. And so that's what I like about the zoo. And I have an extra cage right there. That's why I have this one too. And going up, tube, and this outhouse. This outhouse was the extra value pack. It came with this, some tubes, this round thing, and it also came with a cap and this removable wheel. It shows at PetSmart.com it comes with this, but you have to buy this separate. It does not come with it. I don't know, because the PetSmart that I live around, it does not come with that. So you have to buy that separate. So it came with this, and this, and some tubes. Oh, and honestly, they like this. I put some toilet paper in there, and they like to make nests in it, and they seem to really like it. So let's see what they're doing. See if they'll wake up. Yeah, I'm not gonna wake him up. No. You can see him. He's right in there somewhere. But overall, this is a pretty good cage. I do recommend it if you have little Robos, because I have Robos, and they seem to really like this. And Syrian hamsters, they can get pretty big, but only one Syrian hamster I would only put in here. If you have 2, I would not do that unless you have like an extra cage connected to it, because you'd think, wow, it's actually somewhat of a big cage, and it's pretty, well, it's not after you put all your stuff in it. And another thing about this cage that I did that most people I noticed did not do. Right here, this is originally not supposed to be for tubes. I cut it out, and that's where the water bottle was supposed to go, the crappy leaky one that you see in the older ones. But now they make them come with this. This water bottle is pretty good. I like it. So then I cut this out, and then I use it as a tube slot so that they can crawl into it. And that's what I really like about that too. Most people would not do that. So this is the crittertrail X, and it's an amazing cage. And once again, I do recommend to any dwarf hamster owners and other small hamsters. Well, thank you. Comment, rate, and subscribe.